On August 30th, just 7 weeks after arriving on campus, Baker Mayfield became the first true freshman walk-on quarterback in history to start a season opener at a BCS conference school. That day, he threw for 413 yards and 4 touchdowns while running for another. Texas Tech beat SMU 41-23.
We thought he'd redshirt and then get him in the system and see how it went. And some situations happened, and he showed up, and he was playing really well and worked his way up from the young guy 7-on-7 at the end of practice to getting first-team reps and really ran with it.
Mayfield hails from Lake Travis High School in Austin, Texas, where he led the Cavaliers to a state title his junior year. That season, the team went undefeated, and Mayfield threw for 45 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions. As expected, Division I scholarship offers started coming in.
You know, Baker he did all the right things. I mean, he has all the intangibles. Everybody loves him. He's never had a bad day. I don't care what's going on. He's got a smile on his face. You know, his teammates feed off of that. He has a great attitude all the time. Even if he didn't play well or made a bad throw, he doesn't pout, he doesn't sulk, and he never did that.
He had his heart set on TCU, and unbeknownst to James and I, he told a reporter that, and so it was put out in writing, and that's where he wanted to go. And we knew he wanted to go there, but he didn't need to limit himself, but that's what he had his heart set on.
Lake Travis struggled during Mayfield's senior season, posting a 9-2 record, and once his dream school, TCU, opted for another quarterback, Mayfield was suddenly left without many options.
We threw out the subject of if we didn't get the offer and threw it to Baker, if we didn't get the offer, let's think walk-on. And that was not very well received.
Mayfield chose to walk on at Texas Tech, where his former high school teammate Michael Brewer was the starting quarterback.
You know, we were really excited about Baker coming to walk on. We knew he was a scholarship-worthy kid. He had some offers early in the process, and for whatever reason, they fell through. But you know, anytime you can get a kid that type of a caliber, a player, to come walk on, and it was a difficult situation because we didn't want Baker to think that, oh, you know, we're viewing you just as a walk on. We know like what we're getting in you, scholarship numbers wise. We just don't have a spot, and so we were fired up the day he came. We put on a big presentation for him, rolled out the red carpet for him. He meant that much to us, and fortunately for us, you know, he chose to walk on, and he's kind of writing his own story now.
A few months later, Brewer injured his back, and Tech was left with 2 true freshman quarterbacks.
He called his dad, and he said, "Hey, how are you doing?" He never says that kind of thing. It's, you know, we joke a lot, and he never opens the conversation like that. But hindsight, that's what he said to James, and he said, "Hey, how are you doing?" He said, "Where's Mom?" And he said, "Well, she's in the other room." He said, "Well, can you put the phone on speaker?" Well, then the other joke is that James doesn't know how to put the phone on speaker. So I put the phone on speaker, and I came in, and he said, "What are you guys doing on August 30th? And we're both standing there over the phone, and I said, and I think both of us said, "We're going to be watching the game on TV." And he goes, "No, you're not, because I'm starting." And we both started, you know, crying, screaming. It was fun. I mean, I won't say screaming, but we were very excited. And the next thing out of his mouth was, "I can't wait to beat TCU." So it was pretty cool. It was so exciting, and it was just unbelievable.